Welcome to the Podnas with Face, Pat, and Tiz.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Podnas show with three friends separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, our 1/3 of the Podnas, your boy Tiz.
It's the other third right here, the Padawan. I'm all aggressive and shit on my intro. Raw. With
Yeah. Yeah, it's fake.
You should have aimed for the head.
Oh my God.
You had to catch the last episode to get that. But yeah, man. What's up, guys? It's the 20th episode, man. We have made it to 20 podcasts under our belt as of today. We're a little late this week. Sorry about that. Had to handle some family biz, but we're back in action. And for all of those people listening, it is Friday to you, but it is Thursday night to us. I am super hyped tonight. I'm really hyped about the topics. I'm really just hyped to be back in the cut with my boys. Like this, I miss my bros this week. So this is going to be an exciting episode. And to start the show off, man, we got some giveaways to do. So yeah, if you've been following us over the past week, you know, we just hit 200 subscribers, just hit it fresh. And to celebrate and to just kind of give back to those who have subscribed to us and help us reach this first milestone in our podcasting lives, we decided to give away $20 to three lucky winners. Pat, Face, y'all got y'all winners?
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. So, although many subscribers did not follow directions, we gonna still roll with you. So for Tiz's winner,
come on, people.
$20 coming to you tonight from Tiz. Binary Code Gang. What's good, Binary? You have just won $20. Thank you for following directions and hashtagging Pod Squad on our very, very first video. Pat, who you got winning your cash this week?
all right. So nobody really did anything correct, but the closest one to it is Miss Pauline Styles. Here, she put up the hashtag Pat's Corner on the video,
Styles, aka Styles P.
It wasn't on a good and fuckery video, but it was on a video that happened to have a Padawan on it. So I guess that's the closest we're gonna get to that.
Hey, she was like, I'm gonna find Pat any way I can.
Hey,
it works.
Easy to find me.
He's still single, guy.
You know I'm gonna go in on mine. I'm gonna talk some shit.
Oh, and I ain't cutting shit.
Don't edit shit. Don't edit shit.
And the person winning Face's cash this week. Who is it, Face?
Man, before I get there, people, please, people, listen and read. Now, a lot of people put hashtag smell in a whole bunch of different places. But just to let everybody know, the very first Face Top 5 came out on episode 8. And the only person to put hashtag SMEL was my winner. It's Angelica.
It's Angelica. All right. So those are our three winners. We got Binary Code, Pauline Styles, and It's Angelica. You guys will be receiving $20 tonight. I guess somebody's going to get it via PayPal, I'm pretty sure. Cash out. You know, they get their Umar on. So, but yeah, man, salute to everybody, all jokes aside, for getting us to 200 subscribers. Especially those who've been rocking with us from jump. We just appreciate y'all, man, and we hope that we can continue to put out content that you feel is worthy of your time, your energy, and hopefully your comments, so the conversation actually keeps going between us. So yeah, those are our three winners: Binary Code, Pauline Styles, and It's Angelica. congratulations to you all, and get ready to get $20 richer. You know, all you had to do was put a hashtag. But yeah. So speaking of Cash App and PayPal, that actually takes us to this week.
FDMG, baby.
Donations.
Umar Johnson update. And I might go a different way with this one this week. So we're gonna see who really rock with our content after this week. So first of all,
Go ahead. Let me interject.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be in rare form tonight. So I saw your short video earlier on commenters, and you know me, when I see you put stuff, I be want to jump in on it real quick because I be something want to say. But now we on the podcast, I'm going to address a lot of things.
Good. This is so awesome.
Good
or bad, we welcome all comments.
All of them.
But if you're brave enough to put it up there, leave it up there. We ain't in the 8. I know this may be the era of I'm gonna put some up and delete it. Put some up there and keep it. It's not personal. We don't personally know nobody. We know each other.
That's it.
But your comments, we build off your comments, positive or negative. So with your opinion, even though everybody has opinion, just like an asshole, most of them stink. We still welcome your opinions because now we're asking for them in your comments. Exactly. So if you're going to add a comment, leave it so we all can see it and receive it.
Yes, that's
the key. You want your message to be received. You want your viewpoint to be received. If you want it truly to be received, don't throw it up there for a few seconds because you heard something that you didn't. Oh, they said this up. If you was paying attention to the entirety of the content. Once again, take an age-old thing they used to say, don't judge a book by its cover, but now we're going to say don't judge a recording off a segment. Listen to the content, people, but comment how you want. But please don't delete them. Good or bad.
Indeed.
And to add on to that, please keep them up there because I be at work all day, so I don't catch them, and I miss out on a lot. And I want to talk shit to y'all too, man. I been missing out, man.
Hey, look, man, our platform is built off of having a conversation with each other that ends up being a conversation with all of y'all. So if you're listening to this, like, I'm gonna get into it when I get to my tears take, but what Faye said is absolutely correct. Like, we're not afraid of having the conversation. We're not afraid to learn something new, find out we were right, or possibly find out we're wrong. But like the part of the process of this podcast is just us learning from other people and having big conversations that we would have with each other, but getting to have them with all of y'all. So don't, like he said, don't delete them, man. Don't delete them. It's unless you're getting respectful of something. Outside of that, man, as long as you're keeping it respectful. You can disagree. You can tell us, hey, I don't think that y'all right on that, or you wrong, or this is why I didn't really care for that. That's cool. Like, it may be something we missing. We're not experts on everything. We just got opinions on everything. So, keep them up there.
Don't edit shit.
But yeah, so I'm gonna start with the Umar Johnson update, and I'm gonna take that into the tears take. So Umar's pretty much the only thing he's done this week is post a bunch of shit about his books. Or his little book signing tour, and he was on and post a couple radio things. So he went on the radio this week. He spoke on Derek Jackson again. You could tell that, like, he's still continuing his habit of like riding whatever is the current wave. In something.
Yeah.
He's still saying that alpha males are unable to be monogamous, but I actually agree with some of the stuff he said as far as like men being honest and just saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to be monogamous and giving the woman a choice on whether she want to rock with that or not. So I'm not mad at that part, but yeah, for some reason, he's not back at the school. He didn't really say a lot about the school. The radio host did not ask him about the school. So I'm pretty sure that he had some kind of way of where he sent some stuff that he wasn't going to talk about ahead of time or whatever the case. Because to me, any radio host that host this guy should be asking about the school because that's what he screams the most on a regular basis. So if that's what he's supposed to be doing, let's hold him accountable. He also put himself on a 5-month plan where he says he's going to have the school grand opening at the end of August, beginning of September. So we got him on the clock for that. We're going to be keeping track of that. And I hope to see a fucking grand opening on Ifatunde Drive or Big Papa Boulevard, whatever the fuck he call that street that he, whatever. But yeah, I'm hoping to see the actual school do something. But we all know it's not. We're those of you who are like me, who have followed this guy for a long time and who are actually supporters or you've donated like myself, you know it's been a long time coming and it ain't no damn school. So we'll see if that happens. I'm also going to start holding them accountable for, excuse me, I had to get me some water. I'm also going to start holding them accountable for these little programs he said he going to start that you never hear anything about after the initial startup. So he said he got a book club coming out next month in Camden, New Jersey. So I'm going to be looking for a book club next month. So I'm gonna see if he can actually hold true to anything he's ever said. Now, that's really all Umar did this week. The Umar sector has mostly been a buzz this week because of this Umar sector beef going on between content creators that are for Umar or against Umar, or I don't know what the hell their stance is at this point. Some of them, it's just, they basically have gotten to the point where the lawsuit that I was telling y'all about from the August Archibald guy, that got dismissed without prejudice. The actual plaintiff or whatever withdrew the lawsuit because of some type of witness tampering or witness intimidation or something like that that was claimed, something weird like that. So apparently the people in the Umar sector was like bullying the dude so that he would get rid of the lawsuit. Also people that are like the good guys in these other groups that are for Umar or against LilNasX mainly, they have gotten together and they were like countersuing people. The Shakim Radu was countersuing somebody, saying that she was the plaintiff, even though she's repeatedly stated that she's not the plaintiff. So it's just getting ridiculous.
Goofy shit.
I mean the goofy shit, but not the goofy shit as the kind that we with. It's like the goofy shit like, y'all sure y'all grown? Y'all tripping like that. Y'all acting like a bunch of little high school folk. Like we need to act like we're adults, people. I don't know about everybody's channel, but if you watch our content, I keep saying it on most episodes. Our focus is not on him being a speaker. I don't care about that. I don't care about the people who make videos for or against him. That's their business, just like it's our business to have our own podcast. So whatever you want to talk about on your YouTube channel, whatever, that's you. But what I do care about is this school promise that he made, because I donated to that. And it's a lot of other people, thousands of people that have donated to that as well. And we want a fucking school, or we want an explanation, or we want you to just stop the lie. Like something has to give. So that's why I'm on Umar's ass. The rest of this shit, cyberbullying is not cool. Doxing is pretty much illegal. And y'all channels are not growing from this. It's the same people just going back and forth. So it ain't like you even getting no YouTube check off of this. That's crazy. Like you're just making yourself look like an ass out here to be for people that you don't know. These ain't people that you hang out with or that you see every day or that you got to roll through the same neighborhoods and interact. Like these people on YouTube. Grow the fuck up, people, and get back focused on the school. If you are a person that makes videos against Umar because you truly believe that he is a scammer and that he needs to be stopped because of that, get back focused on that. Because the rest of the shit is just, I don't know. It make me really almost embarrassed to make videos about something that I'm actually passionate about because I'm invested in it. I put money into Umar's coffers. I've asked the questions the right way, and I still haven't gotten an answer, explanation, or nothing. So that's what I'm shooting for. But that ain't what we do. And if that's not what you really do, go ahead and make you some content based off the shit that actually you passionate about, something that's going to actually grow your channels instead of beefing with each other, putting lawsuits on each other, and going on each other panels talking about you getting body bags like you in some presidential debate. Like, shit, YouTube. Y'all arguing over bullshit. So grow up, people. And then lastly, because of that nonsense, it kind of takes me into what's been happening lately. So lately, as our channel grows so ever humbly and modestly, I'm noticing, like Faye said, people that are, and it's only people that are for Umar, because it's never a negative comment or a comment against something crazy or nothing like that, or we putting stuff up and deleting it. It's only the Umar people that support him and are against what we're saying about him that come in, they leave a comment, they accuse us of pandering in one comment, they accuse us of well, what y'all gonna do? I'd love to see what you gonna do as a black man. Then when we respond respectfully and explain, oh, pandering? Well, 80 to 90% of our content has nothing to do with Umar. Our largest video out is Pat talking about Justice League.
Yep,
like this is not an Umar channel. Tiz invested his money into FDMG, so Tiz gonna talk about Umar till I get an explanation or till he stopped this bullshit and stop scamming my people out of their bread. But when I answered so respectfully, y'all, it was so tactful. Even asked for, well, what am I missing? You talk back to me, let me know something. Then they delete the comment. Stop throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Had a conversation because we open to it. And that's my Tiz take. Grow up, stop acting like children, because this is a grown-up channel. When we put out our content every week, we click no, it's not for kids. We're expecting people in our age range, or at least that are adults, to come on our platform and act like such, which is why we want to have a conversation. So if you disagree, honestly, cool. Leave your respectful comment, letting us know that, and then let us have that conversation. But don't come on here accusing us of bullshit or saying we're not doing enough for black people, when actually I lead more children's lives than Umar will ever do in real life. We are up here as black men who are stable, taking care of families, taking care of households, doing our women right. Like, yeah. So stop deleting your shit, had a conversation with us. And if you are a person in the Umar sectors that's beefing back and forth and shit, take that shit down the road somewhere. Because there's real people out here like me, like the Podnas, that actually are just against people that be scamming our folk. That's really what it is.
And who are really with their real shit.
Right. So you take away from all of that when you come in and you do the bullshit. So don't bring the bullshit over here. If you're gonna come over here, you disagree with us, cool. Let's have a debate. Let's have a conversation. You might teach me something, I teach you something. We all learn at the end of it, and it's all gravy because that's what we here for. But all that other shit, don't come over here with that, because then that make me want to get with the goofy shit. And I'm with a whole different type of goofy shit. So please let me stay in my little civilian lane, my little new lane, my little kumbaya, namaste. And yeah, that's the Tiz take for the week. At your age, people, not your shoe size. Yeah, and speaking of shoe sizes, not sure who had the biggest foot in this one, and this is a horrible transition, but yeah, Quavo and Saweetie got into some bullshit last year in the elevator, and that's now a thing.
Yeah.
So have y'all seen the video, like the full video on TMZ and all that?
All I know
elevator altercation.
All I know is when I finally get famous and finally get with someone and I'm not single no more, we're taking the stairs everywhere we go. Because evidently the problem is elevators. That's what I think.
Now,
goddamn elevators separating black love.
Take an escalator, something, or just come down to the lobby. Just come.
I'm gonna learn how to teleport.
But when y'all watch the video, I guess I'll start the conversation off by like asking y'all like who was in the wrong, or like who was in the wrong most, or like how did y'all see the altercation? Because I've seen a lot of stuff one way, seen some stuff the other way, but I'm kind of just want to see what y'all think first.
I think my perspective is gonna be kind of different because I've been in uber toxic ass relationships in the past, so I think I'll speak last.
I'll say I can't really tell shit because everything was moving so fast, like, and you don't know what was going on in the hallway before you got into the elevator. Like you saw a lot of movement in the elevator or whatever, and you know, like I don't know, man. Like I can't really you can't how to say, usually you judge who is in the wrong by who did the first thing, right? But the video is at the very end of the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really tell who is who. So when I look at stuff like that, I'm look at it and just be like, all right, this is none of my business to say anything. Because if I say, all right, he's in the wrong, if he started it, that goes without saying. If you know what I'm saying? Like, if I say Saweetie is wrong, you know, like, that goes without saying. We just don't know until we get like the whole ordeal. But we already know they're like in a toxic relationship, so you can't like
Okay. So my biggest problem with it is, first of all, I'm gonna say I think they both wrong. For them to even get to the point where I've kind of analyzed the video as best as I could with the clip that's out. You know, like Pat said, there's really no way to tell what led to that point. But I do know that for you to get to the point where, obviously, these are some facts that you can look at in the video. Obviously, Saweetie really wanted to destroy his PS5 and his Call of Duty or whatever that was, because she kept grabbing his bag. The whole thing was over this bag, at least the part of the video that we see. So for you to get to the point where she wants to take your stuff, or she's gotten to the point where she's taking your stuff, that's toxic as fuck. That means you went way past the argument. Y'all are just acting stupid now. And you're in the hallway, embarrassing the fuck out yourself. So you're in public acting like this. But then to get to the point where she then swings on him, because that's where the video first cuts on. She's taking the bag and she turns around, swings on him. He backs up. She then tries to toss the bag into the elevator, and I don't know whether she was gonna bounce with the bag or keep him from getting the bag or what. But when she did that, she then tried to like hurry up and I don't know, but like get away with the bag, and she didn't get a chance to toss it because he ended up grabbing her arm and spinning her around. Then both of them went to the elevator. He dove on the bag like it was a loose fumble in the Super Bowl. And he fell on the ground first. And because she didn't let the bag go, the momentum took her to the ground. Then she lays there. I don't know what she was saying, but lays there like a dead deer for the rest of the video. Now, I think they're both wrong. She shouldn't be swinging on him. He shouldn't have grabbed her arm and swung her. They shouldn't have been fighting over no damn bag. They shouldn't have been arguing and acting a fool in public. But I see an overwhelming majority of people saying Quavo is an abuser and he's a domestic violence guy now and all of this stuff. Why is it that society blames men in every situation while making the woman the victim? Like, what the hell is going on with that?
That's what media designed us to think first.
Like, that shit is so fucking fair. Like, Johnny Depp got his ass beat by his wife. Solange beat the shit out of Jay-Z. Like, and everybody applauds the women for beating up a man, but a dude grabbed the girl's arm to keep her from destroying his property and jumped on the bag, and now he's an abuser. He ain't right for doing it, but he ain't an abuser.
Y'all see why I'm single. Yeah.
You ready? You ready?
Huh?
You ready for it? You ready for it?
Nah.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because I'm gonna get
he in rail for He said it. I don't know what's about to happen.
Here we go.
Now, as I've always said, I've been in a very toxic relationship in my past before I got married. I've been the most toxic person there is, and I've been with the most toxic person there is. You feel me? I've been in verbal altercations. I've been in many physical altercations. I've been slapped, punched. Somebody tried to hit me in the face with a laptop. I pulled my pistol on people. I pulled a machete. I've been there.
Remember that machete?
I've been there. Exactly.
Alibaba.
I've been there in those years. I was there in those years. And I've been in their situation. I've been in the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. I've been in the Bow Wow situation. Now, see, each one of those situations ended with violence. All but one that everybody blamed the man. Only time the man didn't get blamed was Bow Wow. Bow Wow had all them scratches and scrapes and everything on his face. Everybody was clowning him. Oh, you got beat up by a girl.
Yeah. let that.
But look at the exact same situation. But look at the exact same situation. Chris Brown and Rihanna, same thing. Man, female, around the same age range, but female ends up with something on her face, and oh, he's so this, he's so that, oh, he's so this. Won't nobody clowning her?
Yeah.
Once again, remember the women's suffrage movement, equal treatment. That's my angle. That's where I see shit at. Because regardless of who right and who wrong, two people participating in this action. So at the end of the day, you both put energy towards that negative outcome. You're both wrong.
Facts.
You feel me? Now, you clown a man because of masculinity. Oh, you got beat by a woman.
Right.
I chose not to put my hands. I chose not to put my hands on a woman. Good. I'm a man. Not I got beat up by. Okay, cool. I take it back to when I was in 6th grade. I got to fighting with a female. I chose just to grab her and not hit her because I was always told you don't hit females. You feel me?
Right.
So while you hitting me on my back, oh, you got beat up by a girl. No, I was raised not to hit females. I don't know what y'all do, but I don't hit girls. So that's the way I see it. Growing up, being an immature man, an immature young man, you get into physical altercations in your relationship, and it's all about a thing of pride in the heat of the moment. And pride kills men and women.
Yeah.
You got to let that ego go. So
Big
what
facts.
she said this. So what she said this to you, man. She tried to slap me. Okay, walk the other way. I was always told if there's ever a point in a relationship where you feel like you're gonna put your hands on another person, in
It's time
that
to
relationship.
go. It's time to go.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely.
Right there in that relationship, because at the end of the day, you have to be more self-aware of yourself and your own personal actions of what you could possibly do to somebody. You feel me? I know me at this point in my life because of the things I've been through and the relationships I've been through. So I'm totally self-aware of how far mentally I'm willing to take in anything. So I know when to opt out.
Yeah.
I know when to take that step away, regardless of who I'm dealing with, man or woman, because I have to think of it.
There. Yeah.
I know I'm gonna give it to you tenfold.
Yeah,
I know
it's gonna be all the way up.
I got to do. I'm gonna go all the way because if you come in with that same energy at all times, I reciprocate times 10. So I have to let myself.
Yeah.
I have to take that road less traveled. I have to take the road. Let me not choose that. Let me just take myself out of the situation. So whatever you choose to call me, you can call me the bitch, you can call me the punk, or you got just by woman. Okay, whatever. I'd rather save face and save my freedom.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything. Like my mother always told me, people always talk about Jesus. Are you better than Jesus? Take a think about that. Does what another motherfucker say to me matter to me? Niggas clown Jesus. Niggas talk shit about Jesus. I ain't better than him. So do I really expect them to have something to say about me? Positive or negative? People who don't know you gonna talk about you.
Big fact.
Who gives a fuck? In that situation, in that elevator, we call it a snippet of a bigger situation. We don't know what happened in the room. We don't know what happened the night before. We don't know what happened at all. All we see is that small snippet. And we're basing our whole judgments on a small snippet.
Right.
And we're trying to pinpoint who is wrong. We don't know the situation. We can't hear shit. We don't know nothing. So we can't say who is wrong.
I know somebody swung a punch and somebody did not.
Exactly. You feel me? Like, all I know is both people contributed because we don't know what he did before the elevator doors open.
Indeed.
And we still don't know what she did on the way to the elevator. And we don't know what was said in the room before they got out the room.
Big facts. Big facts.
With all these missing details, the masses are still quick to judge and label a man as
that's the shit that kills me.
Label the man as he did this, he said, why?
It's like, are we gonna be full equals, or are we gonna just settle for these double standards? Because at the end of the day, like, we can't have it both ways. You can't say men and women are equal and women deserve to be completely equal and all genders should have the same equal rights and equal everything. Okay, but that means that when a man gets swung on or a man get beat up, keep that same energy for the woman that's swinging on him as you would for a man swinging on a woman. Like, it can't be that. Like that shit be pissing me off.
Like this.
It's not fair.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Come on, man. Like
you remember the comedy movie? You remember the comedy movie that came out that was all about domestic violence, about a woman beating up a man? Anybody remember that domestic violence movie? You remember? Anybody remember that movie?
Yep.
I think I remember that joke, man.
Norbit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Norbit was about female domestic violence. She beat his ass, and that was a comedy. Reverse the roles.
It becomes
it's a lifetime movie.
A bad Tyler Perry movie, yep.
It could be a horror movie too, written a different way.
It's a lifetime movie. I mean, look at it. The reverse of Norbit is the movie Enough. That's all it is. Start with the double standards and give equal treatment.
That's it, man.
Women wanted equal rights on all platforms. You want equal pay and equal everything. And I'm down to give it all because I feel God made you as our equals, not less. But if you want equal treatment, you have to
equal blame when you're wrong.
You have to accept the equal treatment on all levels. It can't be equal when you want it to be and not when you don't.
Yeah. Can't be both
ways.
You
want it, take it all. Take the whole 100%. You want equal, here you go.
Well, Marlo on the wire said you want it to be one way, but it's the other way. It's simple as that. You can't have it both ways, man. That double standard shit is played, yo. That shit pissed me off so bad, the way they were just ripping Quavo apart. And I'm like, but I ain't mad at you for ripping him apart because he plays a part in it, but rip her apart too.
Yeah.
The video starts with her swinging on him, and that's the only punch seen in the whole video. Her.
Well, what started the source
up from her?
What started the source of all this negativity in the first place? Now, some people may say it was when she was on Justin LeBoy's show with her ex Justin Combs.
Well, this elevator shit was from last year, so it can't be that.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, that's the other shit.
I thought it was some current
shit. The shit came out this week, but it happened like last year sometime. So it's been months, if not a year, of whatever this type of behavior going on, more than likely. Because I'm sure for them to get to this point where she's comfortable speaking,
who got paid to turn that footage in?
Show and all that. Oh, I'm sure it was her people because they break up this week, and instead of everybody clowning Quavo or going at him about being a cheater or whatever, they were saying she looked crazy on Justin LeBoy's show and saying that she looked wild out here the way she carried it. So what they were saying, I don't remember what radio show was I listening to. I was listening to somebody, and they were saying that like it seemed like Justin Saweetie people probably put the video out as like PR to try to like flip the narrative and like, see, this is why she left. And you know what I'm saying? She's not the bad guy here. Quavo was the bad guy. Da, da, da. So I don't know that that's the case, but that's what somebody like hypothesized or whatever. But
they all motherfucking personal relationships about that shit.
Yeah, that too.
Let them motherfuckers
believe black women, but believe black men too. Believe black men too.
You know what?
Believe black women, because they definitely don't get believed a lot. But have it just even. If we gonna give it all even, let's even everything.
Be logical, the reason and reality. But aren't they all on the same label?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Let me look this up. I think they're all on the same label. I think Saweetie and the Migos are all on the same label. And if they are,
you might be right.
I don't know.
If they are, now hold on with me, because I need to find this out before I say what I got to say.
I know Cardi, when she got with Offset, they started doing business together. So I wouldn't be surprised if Saweetie did the same thing being with Quavo. It would make sense. But I don't know what label they on, but I know one thing.
Warner, okay.
She gonna have a rough time with the music because I already didn't really care for her raps. So I don't know where she gonna get some hits from now, because she ain't got no more people help.
All I'm saying is
tap, tap, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
The girls like them.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Yeah.
She be trying to ride the little city girls and Meg Thee Stallion type wave.
It's a way.
But Meg Thee Stallion and the city girls actually can rap, and she can't, so it don't really go. But she just be taking a bunch of old 90s beats that we used to rock to in high school and rap over them, basically. Rap over the revamp version of them.
I'm not listening to that name. I'm sorry. I just have my own particular taste of music, people.
Hey,
she's on Warner, but I was
the biggest thing she's known for though is being with Quavo, so that tells you a lot about.
Yeah, I was thinking now possibly that this could be a rollout for something. Because if
it's a rollout, this is a dumbass rollout because it don't make Quavo look good, and he the money maker. Like she ain't gonna have no album bigger than Culture 3.
But look at all the dumbass rollouts that's been going out for the past 4 years now. Like it's always some dumb shit or some fuckery going on, and then the album drop. It happens every single time. Like, shoot.
I can't argue with you there. I would like to, but I don't have a good argument against that right now. You probably right.
Every single time. Like it seemed like, all right,
some weirdo shit going on.
Kanye's doing some fuckery. All right. Okay.
Jesus.
Random gospel album. Okay. All right. Who's next? All right. Drake. Drake's out here flirting with somebody's ex-wife. All right. Oh. Drop 3 Billboard bangers. So, all right. Yeah. It's always some fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like bad publicity is good publicity.
I hate that age. I hate that age.
It's not that age, man. I've learned that. I learned that when in college. So I learned that in like marketing class in high school. So that shit's been going on. It's just now we're at a more it's more media and mediums to put the media out.
But it used to be you would make a mistake and flip it because you was already getting beat up. So you'd flip it to try to, get the marketing out of it. Now it's I'm seeking the dumb shit. Not as a mistake and I got caught. So let me flip this narrative real quick. Let me get the PR team and we're gonna make this into we're gonna get some money out of this. No, it's like I'm doing the bullshit for the attention. I just want people to keep looking at me. Please follow me on IG, please.
Catch what I'm getting at. Now, right there. Now back then they had plenty of time to like think of a plan of action and go forth and cover some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't got that plan of action. You know what I'm saying? You don't got that planning time back, man. You got to think of something right then and there. So
and that's
it's like, yeah. So now all
fucking up that much.
Yeah, all you can do is go along with the fuckery. I think that's how Tekashi got fucked up. For real,
they
for real.
Stop fucking doing the fuckery, man. Like this shit is like
just going along with it.
Improve, people.
Like now, it's like
give me something to talk about.
Yeah, because I still gotta get this segment going.
Yeah,
content.
Man, well,
shit.
Yeah, Saweetie has just opened a whole can of worms, and people out there, please stop doing these double standards. We gonna be equal, or we not, but we can't have it both ways. Please stop trying to make it crossover. Stop with the bullshits. And young people, stop doing this stupid shit where you gotta make it a rollout. Roll out because you got some fucking good music, not just because you done slipped up and done some dumb shit. Like, it's corny. But I tell you what ain't corny. We got a new segment. Faye started it last week, interviewing me. And it's Get to Know a Partner. So this week, you got to know me last week. So this week, the Padawan is going to be interviewed. So, yeah, man. How you doing, Pat?
I'm a good man. I just got off work earlier, so I got a little rested. I had a little bit of a Red Bull, so I can charge myself up, man.
Right on. So you ready for this?
Oh hell no! But yeah, we can go right on in it because that's how I do life.
Hell no! Oh hell no! Well, what was your childhood like, Pat?
My childhood was pretty cool. Like, I was going through a lot of stuff, but it's kind of like, I was living in it, so I didn't know something was wrong until later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, my mom and my real dad separated or whatever for whatever reason, and I couldn't figure it out until I became an adult. Why? You know what I'm saying? So
That's real.
I lived in the same neighborhood. I was in a neighborhood where my grandmother was like in charge of the neighborhood in Portsmouth. So pretty much most of my neighbors was family. And then like I had my real dad side of the family. They were living there because basically my grandma was the manager there. And then my mom's side of the family was there pretty much. So everybody knew me around the neighborhood as, you know, little version of Pat. Now, he's not Pat, but my real dad's name is the same as my real name. Okay.
Gotcha.
So
look, Pat.
Yeah. So my mom's parents, they didn't fuck with my real dad or whatever. So I kind of, from time to time, he used to work as a maintenance man in the area. So from time to time, I see him, and then I, you know, just because I'm curious to know where I was. I remember I was in kindergarten, and the teacher I had asked about my family. I was like, I don't have a dad. I live with my mom, and that was it, or whatever. And it wasn't until I said that out loud that I realized, wait a minute, that shit is not right. Something, you know what I'm saying? But majority of the time, I kind of like in Portsmouth. I mean, we live. Portsmouth is not like the richest area in the world or whatever, but my mom was a school teacher. She provided. My dad still provided, whether I knew about it or not. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knew me until I moved to Chesapeake in third grade, and I went from being in an all-black neighborhood into mostly white. And that was a culture shock. So, like, I don't know. It was weird because like I'll come back to Portsmouth and then they'll be like, "You talk white," and I'm like, "I don't talk white. My mom's a teacher and I talk right, so I don't get my ass whooped."
Talk right.
I talk right, so my mom don't whoop my ass or whatever if I get a bad grade. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So I always been a weirdo. Always been back to myself. For most part in Portsmouth, like my childhood was cool. Had like chilled out with friends around the area. Like it was so cool to the point that I could stay up late at night, and I'm 5 years old or whatever because fucking neighborhood is my family pretty much. And yeah, so you see wild shit at nighttime, pretty much.
Yeah,
but, yeah.
What have you learned from your transition into adulthood from childhood?
Trying to wait for no man to do the shit now. And I learned that shit the hard way every fucking day. Sometimes you say it, sometimes they say it. You know, every type of way possible, just fucking do it or whatever. And I had to learn a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do on my own or whatever, but it wouldn't get learned until I just go ahead and do it. That's pretty much the biggest thing right now. Probably others, but that's the one thing that pops out the most.
That's real. That's real. That's a big lesson to learn. I think we've all had to learn that at some point in your life. I think that's a rite of passage for all adults. So I ain't mad at you there. As a child, what was your dream?
I had many dreams. My dreams be vivid or whatever. I'm gonna do the childhood impossible shits, and then I'm gonna say what the real dream was. Pretty much, I was a kid, so I wanted superpowers. That was bad. All right. And then the Batman movie came out, and I was like, oh, all right. The only way. All right. So superpowers ain't real, but I can still be a superhero if I get rich. So my next dream was I need to figure out a way how to fucking get rich in fucking Portsmouth in the 80s. Yeah. All right. So I got into drawing when I was like 5. My my youngest aunt or whatever on my mom's side. She used to draw, and she made this painting of what's that character? Strawberry Shortcake. Looked just like it. So I looked at it, I was like, oh, you did that? I want to learn how to do that too. I think the first drawing I drew was like a car. It was like a box and wheels or whatever. We're gonna pretend it was a box Chevy, but yeah, it was like some boxes and wheels or whatever. And those boxes and wheels turned into Batman over and over again. And then when X-Men came out, I drew Wolverine in so many ways, clawing people. And then I just started making my own characters because I got bored of just looking at everybody else's characters. I was like, man, I could do this shit. Like, you watch cartoons and stuff, and I'd be like, hey, your favorite character do something, but he don't say what you would say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, if that dude turned his arm into a big ass cannon and blasted me and I survived, I'm talking mad shit. Look at him. He's talking shit the whole time. He got a whole speech. How dare you go against me? Bitch. Like I'm watching Wolverine. I'm watching the closest person that gets close to what I would say is Wolverine. Pretty much.
Yeah, bub.
So that's when I got into the dream of like, you know what, one of these days I'm gonna get either my own cartoon or my own comic book, pretty much. So yeah, biggest dream.
Now I know the origins of Godlight. Got it. What are your life's biggest influence? Maybe give a personal and a celebrity / professional type of influence.
My biggest influences, I would say my biggest influences, my mom first, of course.
That's real.
And then my grandmother, because my grandmother, now, all right, my grandmother is just a beast. Like, pretty much, like when my grandmother, I love my grandmother on my mother's side, but I'm talking about my grandmother on my real dad's side. She was the manager of the neighborhood I was, and I was living in when I was younger. And she taught how to read at a time that was like illegal to read. Wow. You know what I'm saying? She learned she went to college. She was like one of the first people in her family to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was her against the United States of America, and she won. And that way she could actually do real estate anywhere in the country. That's like, big. I seen when I was young, I'm in her office, and I seen this white man from, I think, Hood or something, go into the office, right? And he looked like, when you first go in, he looked like he was ready for business. He about to shut some stuff down, you know what I'm saying? Puffing and puffing. And then when he came out the office, he like looks just as sad and shit. I thought he was fine. I was like, and he was apologizing and everything. And I was like, wow. And she basically said, and like, my grandma was so great at dissing people in the most polite way possible. It was like,
my grandmother would call that nice and nasty.
Yeah, she was like, she basically said, no, it's okay, baby. You just dumb. You just dumb. You're just dumb. Like, that's all.
You don't know whether to say thank you, ma'am, or feel offended.
All right, you came in here huffing and puffing, thinking that this nigga lady don't know what she talking about, and she happens to know what she's talking about. And she got mad respect when she passed, like the one of the senators of for Virginia sent somebody to speak on his behalf, because she did a lot of things in Portsmouth on the low. Like, she got people a house of equity. Like, oh man, I feel like my grandma she done some Black history on the low in Portsmouth. You know what I'm saying? And the mayor even said she sent somebody too. So that was one of my main influences or whatever. She's also an inspiration for like part of my book or whatever. One of the characters in my book, whatever. She controls the town, and it's a town for like refugees. whatever. So it's kind of like a homage to my grandma because that was her job pretty much.
That's
And
dope
then
shit.
I would say celebrity wise, I would say, you have your celebrities going up, and you always think they're cool or whatever, but the person I sat there that I really actually wanted to be as a person, man, the first black person I saw was Michael Jackson when I was young. Be honest with you.
Okay.
Be honest with you. The first black person I saw was black. That just like did magical shit, and everybody was cool with whatever he did. 80s Michael Jackson or whatever.
That's real.
Whatever. Then when I got older, I would say, I'm gonna just say Stan Lee, because when he started Marvel, he was in his 40s or whatever. And I'm like, you started that shit in your 40s? Like that's like really late, you know what I'm saying? Compared to
especially
a lot
when you think
of
how long that shit went and how long he was alive still running that shit.
Mm-hmm. That's a whole 50 more years.
That's somebody else's whole life.
Exactly.
That's
Shit.
crazy.
1/3 of mine.
Right.
Like one third of that is my life. So just saying to myself, okay, I could start this shit now and at least see this, you know what I'm saying? Because Stan Lee, I'm pretty sure he has a little bit more privilege than I do. So he got to see his own character swing in front of him when he was like 90. I need to hurry up and do this now because black people life rate pretty much.
That's real.
Yeah, but him and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
I love space. Okay. I love space, and it's just the simple fact that I can see the passion, he had for science, and the way. I mean, they asked that man to explain shit. He can explain just the most complex ideas about space and the universe and simplify it so you can understand it. You know what I'm saying?
One of the highest forms of mastery is when you can teach.
Mm-hmm. And like, not that I ever I'm always been into space and science and stuff like that. Not that I didn't. I have a hard time understanding some of the aspects of space and time and universe and stuff like that or whatever. But I wouldn't be able to explain it to someone else. And then when I watch that, I could be like, oh, all right. So now when I have conversations, I can explain it and it sounds like I know what I'm talking about instead of when I'm like, and sometimes, like when we recorded on this podcast. I can't think of shit.
You just got to tell your tongue that you're ready to talk.
So man, sometimes since we thinking about ourselves, sometimes, man, my brain moves faster than my tongue. So it's like I'm thinking faster.
Than be like, whoa, we moving.
Hey. My voice is like, man, slow down,
time,
man.
Guys.
I got to say it first. So that's So yeah, those are my biggest influence. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? Some rappers, Jay-Z, just for the certain aspects, pretty much. But yeah,
that's a pretty good list. I think that's a really dope list of influences there.
Mm-hmm.
What have been your of course, right on.
Yeah.
What have been your defining moments in your life?
Defining moments or whatever. Defining moments as what made me as a man that I am today, just
like what would be the standout moments in your life that made Pat the Pat we see before us today?
I think because a lot of me growing up was me getting out of my own shell, and I'm still trying to get out of that own shell or whatever. So I think the first time I actually freestyled around a group of people, because anybody else, all right, Rapper Pat was an experiment or whatever. On my last episode, I was like, sometimes you have to jump into your extrovert self or whatever, just dodge. That was me jumping into my extrovert shell or whatever. Because to be a rapper, you gotta have to be an extrovert or whatever, whatnot.
That's absolutely.
So which is the complete opposite of my personality. I'm an introvert. Like I can, I like to be in my own little cave, in my own little world, think of my own little ideas and stuff like that or whatever. But when I first decided, all right, I'm gonna rap. All right, I'm gonna actually write a rhyme. All right, I'm gonna actually say this in front of people. All right, I'm gonna keep saying it in front of different people that don't know me at all to see if the fuck I'm actually saying is worth saying. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, okay. It's an open mic. Let me just try that or whatever. So, okay, they're battling. I'm going to try to battle. Just a simple version of just me trying. And then at one time, I would say when it was ODU, it was right when I was promoting, and KRS-One came down to speak at ODU, whatnot. He spoke first like keynote speaker type thing, and then the next day they had like a concert and everything. And one of the dudes was promoting it or whatever. Somehow we got around KRS-One. I actually got to meet him, and I was like, man, I just want to freestyle with you, to say I freestyled with a freaking legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's some big shit.
So I didn't. Yeah, like, so I didn't get the freestyle with him, but I was rounding the back, and he had this segment where he was like, all right, on some traditional hip hop shit, I'm gonna pass the mic to somebody or whatever. So it was a local rapper there. I'm not gonna say no names. I don't know how you feel about it or whatnot. It was a local rapper there, and he was actually on a Nas song, and he was there with his crew, and they were fucked up. I ain't even gonna lie, they were drunk or whatever. He was up there. KRS-One gave the mic to him. Yeah, like KRS-One gave the mic to him. He was freestyling, rapping, or whatever. It seemed like the crowd was liking their own thing. He started rapping some of the song that he did with Nas and everything. And KRS-One, I think he was like really big into the show. So he saw that like people were drifting off. He was just pouncing around. He looked like he was mad, like tough man or whatever. And all of a sudden he came up to me. He was like, yo, grab the mic. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, all right,
one of the God MCs tell you to grab the mic, you grab the fucking microphone, man.
He said, I was like, ain't he performing? He was like, he went over there, grabbed the mic from the rapper, and then gave it to me. So that was the longest 3 seconds of decision making in my life. I was like, yo, if I don't rap something out my mouth when these people move out the way and put me out there, there's no more. There's no point in me rapping anymore.
That's real.
So I went out there. I started fucking rapping my ass off. There's like footage. Somebody had. I need to find this footage, but they had footage of KRS-One responding, like his facial expression when I said one of my lines and shit. I was like, when I say King of the V, gripping up my crown piece, put you in your place quicker than your house key. I said something like that, right?
Okay. Okay. Pat got bars. Like, if y'all didn't know.
Pat did have bars, but we'll get into that. But yeah. And then he actually bigged me up. It's I'm gonna find it. It's on YouTube somewhere, but they got an interview and he actually talks about passing the mic to me or whatever. He actually did that. So there's footage out there actually saying that, but there's footage somewhere where he just like his eyes lit up when I said something or whatever. So that was a cool moment. That was like one of the moments that taught me like, all right, if you bout something, you gonna have to do it. There's gonna be time when you gotta show and prove. So you need to just go ahead and do it. So yeah. Okay. And countless other times that I've fucked up in life that have defined my moments and guided me in the right path.
That's real.
Pretty much.
Well, we all got them fuck up moments, so I'm damn sure with you there. What are your regrets, if you have any?
Oh man, there's many regrets. Some of them petty, some of them selfish. Some of them I was like, I should have just went for that opportunity when I had the time, pretty much. But I smoke a lot, so I forget a lot of things.
If you can give us your largest regret, like out of all of the ones that you have in your life, like the one that's like, oh damn, that's the one that I really wish.
I have paid regrets.
And if you don't have any, that is okay too.
Yeah, I don't really have. As the biggest, I think another one of the biggest lessons that I had to learn is that what's in the past is in the past, man. So if you ain't do it then, I don't need to cry about it.
That's real.
And I've cried about it a couple of times. So
that's real.
Yeah,
too.
a couple of times, yo. Matter of fact, face. I know you remember because one time, the day after that, KRS-One gave me that mic or whatever, we had went out and he saw the rapper's face that he was talking about. He saw that salt. I remember.
Oh,
whatever. I was like, yo, face, look at him when he look at me. And he saw that shit. Like, yeah, I saw that shit. But yeah, as far as regrets, is more like I wish I would have just stick to something and then stayed with it and finished it sooner.
That's real.
That's majority of, if it was any type of regrets, so like I should just stick with this, went with it, and went out, or just find something that I know that I am. I would have more of a proficiency to instead of trying to be a computer fucking scientist or whatever, or something like that, and failing a couple of times in college and just went with it. Just my regret is not going with my gut a lot more and having more doubts on myself, and that prevented me doing a lot of decisions that would have probably excelled me a little bit more.
That's real. I can definitely respect you, and I definitely feel you on the college struggle. So you know how long it took me to get right with that. So I definitely understand that. As an adult, what is your dream currently?
My dream currently is to finish this book, which I need to upload some pages to my colorist tonight so we can go ahead and finish this book. Finish this book and establish that as part of my publishing company, my media company, so I can have more mediums and outlets outside of what my godlike book and everything like that. So, like my main dream is to have my own Marvel, pretty much.
Okay. So
yeah,
like your own comic book conglomerate type thing.
My own Marvel, my own in-house entertainment situation where, like right now, I'm looking at it as a comic book, but I wanted it always start off with a small dream. So I just wanted to have it to the point that it have the potential that, all right, this might blow up into the next Disney with the Disney Plus app. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
because I have a lot of ideas, a lot of stories in my head. I got friends that my friend Twin makes horror short stories. So yeah, and I want to make an outlet for the arts in this area and for the black community too, or whatever. Because like with me, a lot of the stuff with the arts, we're in that age where, like in that age range where everybody used to play outside, and we're the borderline between the people that played outside and the people that learned how to build computers from scratch. So at the time of like, all right, I was learning art at a time where art was slowly transitioning into the digital phase or whatever. So I'm I have to learn a little bit more now to keep up, pretty much. And I'm in the midst of doing that now. And I had to learn a lot of this stuff on our own because it's not like it's a comic book class. It might be one now, you know what I'm saying? But back then, it's not like it's a comic book class, or like it wasn't like how it is now, where I can just simply go to the computer and just find out what is the process of how they make a computer. I mean, how to make even a computer or a comic book. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to find little videos at Blockbuster with little documentaries about the comic book or whatever, try to figure it out. And then I'm learning the old-fashioned way where I really should just be learning graphic design a whole lot more and just do the shit off the computer. Pretty much.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm in the process of doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much my life accomplishments or whatever. I may get back in the rap one day when I feel like it, but yeah.
So that's your current dream. If your life were to end today, how would you sum up your life's accomplishments?
Incomplete. Y'all, look, God.
That nigga said incomplete.
God,
you mad about that thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be at the pearly gates mad as hell. Like, I mean, that's some real shit. Like,
hey man,
for
get
real.
some more time here, man. What you doing?
I'm like, oh look, I'm gonna be at a bit. We being blunt and honest right now. Look, I ain't married. I don't got no kids, so it's not like I got a legacy going or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My book is not fully out there yet, and I don't got the company running like I want to, whatnot. So, yeah, incomplete, man. That's a jip. Shit, I thank God every day for the blessing of life, but shit, I ain't even asked to be here, man. You put me on the existence where I was enslaved for 400 years, and then say, all right, nigga. Mate, all right, nigga. Here's a book. It was written 2,000 years ago, and I'm like, shit about graphic design. Like, yeah, here you go.
No COVID. Oh, but that nigga said, all right, nigga. God can't say, all right, nigga. God, all right, nigga.
Here's a book.
Fuck out of here.
Here's a book. Listen to the guy in the fancy building.
That's
with
funny.
My symbol up there. My book don't got shit about graphic design, but you're gonna have to learn that shit. And yeah, credit. We ain't had credit in 2,000 years ago, but you gotta learn that shit now. Whatever.
All right, nigga. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Incomplete, man. You might want to hit the reset button on this. You know what I'm saying? You might want to just go. Yeah, like blow on the cartridge. It really doesn't do anything for your video games, I learned, but hey, it makes you feel better.
That was a classic Pat answer there, man. That was awesome.
All right, this is the realest shit.
If you know Pat personally, that was just such a Pat moment right there. Incomplete. Out of here. All right, nigga. Oh man. I need that on a shirt. All right, nigga.
Let's just try to be real about the shit, man. Nah, man.
Oh, so my last question, and then you off the hot seat, champ. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? / how will you get there?
Oh man, that's a big question. I am going to be the owner of my publishing company. And we will have plenty of products and books out there to display for you. We'll have the merch. You can have a shirt with that up there. You know what I'm saying? We're slowly on the way. Video games, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like, and I know for a fact I'll at least have my books out pretty much 5 10 years, because my first book is going to be done or whatever. And just have that and this Podnas empire. Pretty much, I feel like at the rate we're going, yeah, that's a whole nother outlet. That's a whole nother company right there to build on and stuff like that. Maybe I have a family. Maybe I have a queen. Lord willing.
All right, you 223 subscribers out there, the Pod Squad. Hashtag in the next 10 years, get Pat a wife.
Oh, hell yeah. I probably should get one by now. I'll be old.
Yeah, get Pat a wife.
I don't want one.
Hashtag get Pat a wife.
It's not that I don't want one. It's just crazy out in these streets.
Yeah, we definitely went there. It's a damn jungle out here. For real.
Made me wonder how to keep from going under. Sometimes I go under, man, but you got to get a rubber if you go under.
Random. Melly male teeth are horrible. It has nothing to do with anything, but
you see that interview?
God damn. Woo. People, dental health is real. I know they say mental health is real, but dental health is essential. God Damn, Nelly, man. Think about to go raw and the whole bottom row about to go. No, sir. No, sir. But yeah, those are all the questions I have for you. Pat you off the hot seat. And hopefully, Pod Squad, hopefully y'all have gotten to know Pat a little better. Stay tuned, because the part 3 of this series will be coming very, very, very soon, where Ace will be the next one that we get to know as we get to know the partners. So yeah, that's all I got for that one, man. And I think, Pat, I learned a little bit more about you myself today, man. So that was cool. That was real dope.
Thanks.
I like these, man. I'm glad you added this little thing, this little segment into the pod, man. That was a good idea, Faith.
Thank you, Faith, for not asking me no crazy ass questions too, because I had this feeling like, Pat, remember that one time?
Well, you gonna be interviewing Face next week. Because if you look at the rotation, how it's going, like, you up, Pat? Get your questions ready.
Feel like I'm part of the audience. I just learned that with y'all.
If you've heard Face so far tonight on this show, we can only imagine what's gonna come up in his interview. Lord Jesus, don't let him be on one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on one. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, bruh.
This is gonna be
shit. Matter of fact, what I'm talking about. Shit.
That
what I'm talking about. Man law.
Faces, man laws.
You know what the man law now? Okay,
we need some man laws in this world.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5. You feel me? And they on a varying scale of man laws, but they all apply to men, young and old. Some of these I see people not doing, and it just irritates the fuck out of me. So some of these I've seen recent on my trips out in public. So I wanted to mention them. Okay, as I mentioned in my earlier content video about the gas. If you with your lady and gas need to be pumped, get your ass out the damn car and pump the gas. Plain and simple. Open the door, get out, pump the gas. Most people ain't even going into the store right now because they still want to do non-contact. So you paying at the pump.
Get your ass out.
You better.
I see too many men in the car. I see too many men in the car sipping coffee when they wipe outside pumping gas and it's cold as shit or be raining and the woman out there like, but you sit in the car.
Yeah, and meanwhile, somebody is making Instagram pictures of her and posting it up on IG with her pumping the gas.
Now, I will let her pump if I'm the one going into the store, they like get whatever we need, or if I'm going in something like that.
It's something different. Y'all work as a team.
We like on a road trip or something, but yeah, if we just stop just for gas, I wish I might sit my ass in the car. My son would look at me crazy.
Now, number 2, if 2 men are in a room and there's only one couch in that room, you better sit your ass on opposite ends of that couch.
Oh my God, I wish you would sit there and sit thigh to thigh with a nigga. You better not.
Don't sit beside me. My knee don't need to touch your damn knee.
That's too close to just like that barber shit from the live show. Hell no. Get your thigh, your knee, all of that away from me. Sit. You better not catch that middle cushion.
That
damn close, brother.
That too close rule goes along with when you're in the public bathroom by the urinals. And
damn right.
If I'm parked somewhere and you got all the spaces in the world, don't park beside my shit. Don't park beside my shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He is mad about that shit.
I purposely park away from people because I may want to roll up before I drive. It helps me, anxiety and shit. I don't need you looking at me rolling up while you parking beside me. All the fucking space in the world, and you want to park beside me.
You triggered him with that one.
That ain't just man law. That's every law, dog. And then they be trying to like I'm in the public bathroom and I'm taking a piss. Nigga, it's a whole
I was in the hotel room. I was like, what the hell is Pat doing? This nigga was out in the middle of the parking lot, mad as a bitch.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look at all these faces.
All these motherfucking spaces out here, dog. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Don't park near Pat.
The parking lot is the car couch.
Oh my god.
Yo, it's like 2 spaces around everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm done.
My third man law. Put your damn pants up.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't want to see your dirty drawers.
I don't know when this became a style or if it is a style, but too many people do it for it to be a random shit. Pull your damn pants up. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Be a man.
Ooh, can I add
Pull
to
your
that?
pants up. Get a belt. Something.
But stop buying girls' jeans, young men.
Yeah,
that's half the problem. If you buying a pair of jeans, that's a size 4 in women's, and nigga, you wear a size 34 or 32, then that's the problem right there. Them shits ain't gonna pull up past your thighs, so you can't pull them up. Buy some man pants. Oh fuck!
Don't your nuts? Your nuts chafe, don't it?
They got tapered man jeans and shit. They ain't gotta wear no damn women pants.
My nuts be chafing. Pants
the clothes of opposite sex shit is going too far. Like
women don't even got enough crotch room for a man. Buy some fucking man pants.
Please.
Don't stop killing your nuts, people. Like seriously.
Grown ass man with a yeast infection because you want to wear some little pants.
Put some fucking pants up.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Fourth one of this week. Man, stop trying to look better than your lady. Stop spending so much time in the mirror primping. Look so good when you go out. Like, it's one thing to compliment your lady and y'all make each other look good. It's one thing to make each other look good, but it's another when you go out trying to purposely get more attention than your woman. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? She's supposed to be the star.
Right.
You feel me? Like, she's supposed to be the spotlight. You supposed to
she the beauty,
that.
You the muscle. Fuck
like,
out of here.
What? Get the fuck out of the mirror. Go do some other shit.
Derek Jackson ass nigga.
You're ugly. And in my eyes, all men are
ugly. Come on, baby. I need the mirror now. Boo, I got to do my eyebrows right. Come on, hold on.
Eyebrows? Nigga, you doing your
Get the fuck out of here.
Get them shits, bro. Anthony Davis got a unibrow. That's a real bad. Like, we don't be out here ripping your fucking eyebrows as a man. Nigga, we supposed to be fucking hairy. We men.
You cuts in your eyebrows trying to wild out.
What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
I ain't mad at the 3 cuts. Hey, I was mad at the 3 cuts. I did that shit
in high school.
I do the 3 cuts. I ain't mad at that one. But the plucking and I gotta have an arched eyebrow, nigga. Fuck if your eyebrows are. This supposed to look like 2 caterpillars. Fuck it.
I don't even need
Let
to
that
be
shit
in your
grow
face.
How it grow.
Like another man is not gonna even be in your face that long enough to even notice that you did some kind of shit, no kind of bow tie or whatever.
And a woman gonna think you trying to be her boo, her friend,
competition,
her buddy. Should no woman come up to you talking about yes, bitch? No, nigga. All right, nigga. Fuck out of here. All right, nigga.
The fuck you call me?
Yeah, should never be thrown your way if you are a real man.
Hell you got my pronouns all the fuck up.
Yeah, don't yes. Don't yes. You should not be catching no yes.
I'm progressive. I ain't that progressive. That's a whole nother insurance company. And I ain't for that.
By the way, Pat got a man bag. Go back and archives for that one.
Actually, it's the shit holstering up my phone right now.
I'm a single ladies. I'm a single lady.
Hey, I keep my drawing pencils in there, pencil sharpener. Sometimes I have condoms. I have my trees in there. Sometimes I put my grinder and my charger, both my chargers. Hey, it works.
Oh God, I'm dying. Oh God, I'm about to be the real life dead emoji. Oh my God.
I think my Flonase in there too when my shit get all clogged up in my sinuses. Yeah. Sometimes I got meds and stuff.
Oh, man.
Y'all still learning about Pat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hell no. All right, nigga. Oh God.
Now my last man law of the week. Now, on a different note, the last man law of the week. Men, it's okay to show emotion, man.
Oh, I am too right now.
You gonna fuck around and hold everything inside and have a heart attack or a stroke.
The fuck up. Damn right.
You better let that shit go. You better let that shit go. Better vent in a non-physical way and let somebody know what's going on, man. Like mental health, physical health. That shit plays into with each other, man. When your mind
some real
fucks up,
nigga shit. A crack can be healthy, goddammit.
Get
that shit out, nigga.
This ain't back in the early days. Real man, don't do this. Motherfucker, you better let that shit go. Niggas were dying in their 50s back then when they were saying that shit on some humbug.
I mean,
early in the day.
We can't keep dying before the women, guys.
I ain't about to keep that. I ain't about to die with no heart attack shit. I ain't about to argue, but I ain't with. I'm gonna leave. Let that shit out. Let that shit out. Don't crying back because you holding shit in and have a heart attack and trying to express everything on your deathbed. Too late then, nigga. Too late.
That's real as shit. That is big fact.
Find your therapy.
Right on. I mean, those are man laws.
Find your therapy, man. Find your therapy. I draw. Sometimes if I get pissed off, I write rhymes. It helps. Find your therapy. And then go do real therapy. Pretty much.
Yes, that part.
Yeah, I got to get my shit together with that.
That part.
Now, my topic for this week, I'm going to take it on some old other shit. You feel me? Because I feel like after elections, motherfuckers always stop moving. And just like I thought, you feel me? Okay, Trump's out of office, Biden's in office. Where's the pressure on Biden? Where's all this political ride? And the same shit still going on?
Yes, sir, because he ain't doing not a damn thing.
Ain't shit changed. But
I was just thinking about this shit today.
Where's all this shit that was going on when Trump was in office that he's gone? It's been a few months. Shit ain't changed. Yeah. For real. People still getting killed and shit.
I mean that.
Motherfuckers don't care?
It's a shooting everywhere.
Was all this publicized and heightened, and it was all this media coverage because it was election time. Yeah, so I don't know if it's election time or that, but my thing is, as a culture and as a people, can we achieve our cultural goals or our goals without outside assistance?
Yes, but, and it's a big but, like one of these fake inflated asses out here. It's a big but. We can, but it's going to take us first getting away from stabbing ourselves in our own foot. And by that, I mean, like, we got to start first. Before we can build, we got to first, like, maintain. We don't take care of the little shit we do get. We'll move out into the suburbs, supposedly moving up, and then turn that shit into the fucking hood. We'll live in the hood, and the hood really don't be that bad. It's just that nobody's fucking picking up trash like we talked about one time. Nobody's actually taking care of the home they're living in. Like, just because your apartment is Section 8, I done seen some Section 8 apartments that look beautiful because the people there maintain it. They keep it clean. They keep the maintenance up on it. They don't just let shit sit around. They don't treat it like it's some shit. Like, they learn how to take that shit, turn it into sugar, and now, like, it builds the habit so when they do move up, they take care of their home. You know what I mean? And I think that's where, like, we can, but, like, to, like, really get to the point where we can make ourselves feel comfortable coming back and investing. Because what people don't like to say, or don't like to talk about a lot. They always say black people move out of the hood and then don't go back. But when I go back and I invest into the hood, they tear up my money because they don't keep up this shit. I'll put a business there, they'll rob the business. I'll put some new homes there, rebuild a whole block, and they'll tear them right back up instead of keeping that so that the community gets property value. Now you're generating your own tax income because the higher the property value, that the higher the taxes are in that area, which means the more income generated for your area, so your schools will get better. Now you're going to find it easier to get a black bank established in that area because the property value is worth them actually taking their business there. Like, we got to stop fucking our own shit up. But if we do that, fuck yeah, we can do all that shit on our own. Hell yeah. I damn sure believe so. What say you, Pat?
I think it's possible. It's the same aspects and factors that you said or whatever, but we also got to look at who we... I feel like sometimes black people have a messiah complex. Like, we're waiting for the next person, the next Martin Luther King, the next Black Jesus, the next Malcolm X. And then we get so into finding that person, whatever seems like they on the same soundtrack or whatever, or the closest thing to it, they'll grab to it. And it's been so long since we had the Black Messiah or whatever that we'll pick anybody. Case in point, like a Umar or whatever random YouTube person.
Yeah, that's
and then just go along with it. And then we just go along with a scheme or whatever. And we get so invested into that scheme or invested into that movement or invested in whatever trend is going along or whatever, that we spent too much time on something that was unnecessary and not focusing on the necessary or whatever. And I think that's one part of it. And it was it was something else I was thinking, and it just, as I was talking away, if I bring it up, it pops in my head, I'll bring it back up. But I think it's just our time is invested in the wrong things. We focus on people with charisma more than, and then get Jim Jones, then focus on like what reality is. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. Face, what say you?
Man, personally, I do think we could do it without outside assistance. I think it just takes strength and unity, because I mean, with all things, if you won't change on a all even scale, it's going to take true unity. But with that being said, is our community too fragmented to seek change together and actually achieve that?
Okay.
I mean, because you have, within the Black community, you have colorism, which stands in the way, which shouldn't, because who really gives a fuck what shade you are?
That's real. You're black.
That's like, okay, I'm not going shopping for color jeans or a shirt, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck shade you. You black, like when they shoot motherfucking African Americans, they like, okay, you're a light skinned one. I'm not going to shoot you, but you're a medium skinned one. All y'all gonna get it. So whatever
nigga.
That shit stops changing, because the ignorance inside colorism stops everybody from being together, because you really have some true hardcore colorists who will not do anything collectively with the other shade. Like, there's wow. You feel me? So we gotta seek change, but once again, true change only comes with unity. You look at any other culture, and they achieve their change because they bonded together for that significant change for their culture. You feel me? Like,
yeah, everybody else got a community. We got so-called community, but when it comes down to it, it be every man for himself.
I feel like we gotta ignore, or we're gonna have to have a clean slate with a lot of this cultural shit that is cultural fuckery that America taught us. Because America taught us
that's big
self-hate.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like if we had less self-hate, had more self-love or whatever, we would look at things like our hoods and the places that we went at and have a little bit more pride and value into it, and then go forward from there. But we are so trained into thinking that anything black touches is stained or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like slowly, gradually, we're evolving out of that and whatever.
It's been a self-fulfilling prophecy, though.
Yep.
Like they trained us to believe that, but then we go out and act in a way that destroys it, so it then justifies that programmed belief. Yeah. That's real.
Yeah, that's one thing I had to fight with or whatever. Like people say black people act like this or whatever. Yeah. And then when I look at it, I was like, that shit looks like fuckery. I don't want nothing to do with this. And I don't think all black people act like this. I think we just want y'all to leave me the fuck alone and let me live. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
nigga.
That's real.
All right. So on the same premises with community change, do you feel like with the education systems how they are now, with quality education that'll help with the change needed with the newer generations coming up?
Hell yeah. And for me, I said, yeah, but it depends on what you mean by quality education. If you mean by regurgitating the same shit that's already in the same curriculums, then hell no. But if you're talking about like curriculum reform where like kids are not just being pumped into a college-based society, like where it's literally kids are being taught to in a way that like fulfills their passion. So that way you keep them engaged and keep them hooked the whole time through the education process. Like every kid don't want to be a doctor. Every kid don't want to be a lawyer. You might have this kid that's over here on some like, I want to be a graphic designer. Well, let's put him into some STEAM classes and start reinforcing that at an early age when we first catch that that's what he really loved, as opposed to him falling out of love with something that he might have a true talent for and then feeling like he got to go for something that's not really
like computer science. Yeah.
Right. But you know what I mean? But like, I think education needs to be reformed, but I do think that like, because if you look at what education really is, you're going to learn your socialization skills from your parents and from their immediate family and friends and the environment around you. But a lot of your self-identity is formed in school as a kid. How you look at yourself, how you compare yourself to others. And if you have a school system nationwide where Black people are able to get educated in a way that's culturally relevant to us and that actually pushes us toward our passions as opposed to some brass ring that's been set by somebody else, then hell yeah. Because now you got a whole generation of kids being taught to love themselves. So now they when you know who you are, you do better. Like, you know what I'm saying? That know better, do better shit ain't just about like outside experience. It's more like when you know yourself better and you really become content in who you are, the earlier you do that, the better you do in life because you have a higher appreciation of yourself, which makes you appreciate the world around you more. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like you can't be confident in other shit if you ain't self-confident. You can't have love for others unless you got self-love. So if you're being cultivated and your passions and dreams are being like engaged, enhanced, and allowed to really thrive, you learn better because you're going to be more invested in what the fuck is going on. So you're going to care more about math when you're seeing how it applies to your passion. You're going to care more about social studies when you see the great people and the ways that interact in society according to your passion. Like when everything is geared to that, that's why you have those schools that like do really well. A lot of them, their curriculum is based on like, all right, what do you like? Let's find you a course, and the advisors push you through a course that follows that path. So then you always engage because it's like, I want to learn about this. Like you will go down a YouTube rabbit hole on some shit that you want to learn about.
Yeah.
But if somebody put a documentary in front of you and it's about some shit you have no interest in whatsoever, you're gonna be like, man, that shit gonna take forever. For a 30-minute documentary, it's gonna take 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the mind of a kid in school. Because I know for me, like I said on the last show, like a lot of that hamster in the wheel feeling that school gives you is what breaks kids down. They lose their dream. And sometimes that dream is what it takes to motivate you to care about your hood enough to get out of it and want to come back and do better for it. Like, but when you don't even have that, you settle into, okay, it's misery at home, it's misery here. That's my life. But school can be that outlet for a lot of kids that may be in abusive situations or maybe come from an environment where it looks bleak, for them to see that actual light at the end of the tunnel and race for it. So I think it can. It has to play a role in it. Absolutely. Sorry for ranting.
Good. You've had a lot of good points. Yeah.
Good.
I think for Black people, when they have the world history, you need to have more Black history other than we were slaves. Like
just real history. Because we were in a lot of it.
Yeah. Like, I think that is like, if you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, shut up, T. if you're in Japan or whatever, and you grew up Asian and whatnot, you're gonna learn everything about your people because you're around nothing about your people. But when you're in a country, a society where your people are not the controlling like culture or whatever, you're learning stuff about stuff from people that don't look like you. So you don't care because it's just a bunch of people that don't look like me. And if they ever looked at me, they probably wouldn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So like I just sit there and imagine like what would school be like if I'm growing up and like one of my first lessons is Mansa Musa as a Black kid.
That's real.
Because that's the richest man in history or whatever. He's a Black man, but you don't learn nothing about that in public school. You know what I'm saying? And then some may argue, all right, what would that relate to modern like modern aspects, or how would that relate? How would that history relate to something that would help along the line with the curriculum? And I'm like, it's a lot of stuff in history. It's a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that I have
nothing to do with anything about me. Not even
that I have to learn anyway or whatever. Like I apologize if this offend people, but I'm pretty sure it is way harder for me to do this than other cultures, but I'm pretty sure if we actually track down my bloodline and everything,
right,
the shit I learned in public school is not going to be anywhere near that bloodline. That's much.
Real. Now, that's real.
Like, so, like, as a kid growing up, you're like, why the fuck would I even care or whatever? They are dead anyway. And then if I was around there at that time, they wouldn't care about me. So
that's that part.
Yeah. So like
they damn sure wouldn't. Yep.
So I feel like there's a lot of stuff. And then with that, there are a lot of implicit biases that teachers have from time to time when it comes to Black kids. Because I had a
Black teachers sometimes. Yep.
Exactly. Even Black, it goes along with it. It's like, all right, for example, like teachers have that same type of implicit biases that like police officers have. And it don't even have to be a white police officer. It's a Black police officer. Like
you're talking about.
I'm telling them. Repeat after me. Catch up. All right. So I had saw on the Breakfast Club where Lil Romeo was talking about he got pulled over one time at a college or whatever. And and then they recognized he was Lil Romeo. It was like, all right, I just thought you was one of these random old Negroes out here. just doing stuff. And the officer was black.
Sound about right.
So it's the system of training.
People,
it's the system of training that has us thinking that way, because you around the system and then they
trained to think of us as a threat.
Like, if you look at the statistics, the black kids are more prone to get in trouble, to get an ISS and this, that, and there. And a white kid could do the same exact thing and they just get a tap on the back. Whatever. Somebody's gonna hear this and like, man, y'all complaining. I was like, look, y'all are the people that's telling me that this is what's going on, because I went to your colleges that you made that gave me this knowledge.
Big facts.
No
lies detected here.
I'm sorry if I read it, but yeah, there you go.
Hey, it's fine. Get it out, man. This just gonna be the own one show, man. It's the Aight Nigga show.
Is the change in our communities a black thing, or is it a wealth displacement thing?
Wealth displacement.
For us, it's a black thing. For the greater country, the major issues in communities in general in the country is the way wealth is distributed, the way our economic system is based on capitalism. Like, that is one of the root sources. Like, capitalism led to slavery, capitalism led to colonialism, capitalism led to the way that a lot of the classism issues that we have in our country. But the systematic way blacks have been fucked over in this country, it goes past money. It's like you see what I'm saying? Like, for a lot of the decisions they made, it had nothing to do with money as far as why they don't like us. Their initial premise was we were inferior to them. So when you start from that lens, it goes deeper than the money. Like, they could give, like, we could have wealth distribution all day long and everybody could be balling. Like, they could have reparations, whatever it would take to get black people to be on par with or the top elite or whatever, right? And them elite motherfuckers would still get called nigga by Papa John. Like, it's past I don't like you or I see you as less than because of your money. It's more like, because you are black, I don't like you. And that's where that root, like that racist root, that is what is so difficult in this country, because they can fix the wealth gap if they wanted to. And then you would have a whole bunch of people with money that would still be getting treated fucked up, and we would be the main ones getting treated fucked up, not because we're poor, not because our neighborhoods are messed up anymore, but because you don't like us because we're black. That you know what I'm saying? And you can't, until we start eradicating that piece, it's always gonna be a black thing for us specifically, in my opinion.
To reiterate what Tiz said or whatever, it's right that to us.
Why your face?
Oh man, Jesus Christ. Oh man. But yeah, I'll go wait till y'all get the laughs out.
All right, nigga.
All right. To us it's black, but the wealth displacement is what the media use and what they say is the tool that they use to keep us in that situation where it is exactly what you said, Tiz. It is definitely exactly at the core root of it. The grassroots problem of it is what you said. But the way they hide it is through waste displacement. Oh, I say wealth displacement, and just the systematic way they do it, man. My tongue is. You
making some good ass points, and you talking over there, bro. But that shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck that I fucked it up that way.
The supremacists don't even want you to get it out, boy. They're like, no.
Yeah, I know, man.
Grab his teeth. He'll never get this word out. They'll never hear this shit.
Give him sinus problems. They'll fuck him up. But all right, so wealth displacement is the system they use so they can keep hating us as black people. Pretty much.
Real. That's real. You should have went for the synonym.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Do we need a black leader, or have those times come and gone?
I think we need to lead our own goddamn selves and stop waiting for the black messiah.
I don't want to say a black leader. A black coalition would be nice, where you could get like a spokesperson maybe from each of the fragmented groups in the black community, so that everybody could be represented on big stuff. But the major, like little stuff, like we don't need no leader to go out and like take care of your house, clean your house. Don't leave trash on your sidewalks. Don't tear up your house so that the next person moving in moves into a roach infested place. Like you can live in the hood, the hoodest of hoods, and not have roaches. It's possible. Like it's all about like how we maintain our stuff. So I think a leader we'll need for that. Plus, they kill all of our leaders. We get a leader.
I was going to say that.
So I don't want to see no more black people die for nothing. So I'm scared to prop anybody up as a leader at this point. Every one of them they take out, or they lock up. Like they get our black leaders. So to save all of our black people that we got left,
or
not necessarily a leader,
or they pick a black leader for us and place them in these organizations that's supposed to be for our betterment.
And that's the thing too. We got to get some discernment and stop giving our trust to people who just Johnny come lately. Like we gotta vet the people that we allow to speak to us and give us advice and represent us. We gotta vet them a little more, because that's the problem there. That's how you get a Umar. That's how you get a Jay Morrison slipping in there. That's how you get these black politicians that claim that they got our back and don't. That's how you get all these people, because they prop somebody up and we just go with it because he black. Yay, he black. Just because you black don't mean you're competent. Just because you black don't mean that you got the morals. It just means that you got the same skin color as me. We need to start picking people that's actually invested in the betterment of our people and rally our support behind them, but not too much, because if they become a black leader, they're gonna kill them.
And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and thinking it's going to be a change. We did the black leader thing ultimately. And what happens? The movement's going on, it goes strong, they kill the head, and then the movement just dissipates. So instead of having a black leader, we should just have a coalition, like you said, that, put people in place for programs and things like that, so we can move a lot forward. We need to have a little bit more of a village mentality.
That's it.
Whatever. Because like the hood I grew up in, or whatever, the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was still street. It was Portland, it was still street. It was still hood niggas in there or whatever, but it looked clean. It was a nice
people
place.
Took care of their houses. They cared about where they live. Yep.
Well, and then somebody was acting up, we kicked them out. And you got to go to Bonneville, man. That's where all the hood motherfuckers go. Let me stop before some Bonneville person pop up like, hey, man, y'all know they were hood.
Oh, man. Now, on my black community stuff, the last thing I'm trying to talk about on that topic before we go on to my favorite topic, or my favorite segment, I should say. What would make black people stop taking bullshit and get significant change, like other communities? You feel me? Like when I say that, you gotta look at the other movements or other perpetual movements that's been going on during the black or civil rights movement. People say the other movements have hindered us or hurt us, but I don't see that. I just see the other movements getting their goals or getting things accomplished in a quicker fashion, or in a quicker manner, on a different manner, and actually making change in their communities, and the black community not.
Yeah.
So, for example, the alphabet group, because I don't know all of that, so I'll just say the alphabet group. You feel me? Like, black people have been trying to champion, let's get rid of the word nigger. The alphabet group been together how many years? And now we have to say the F word. We can't say that word.
That's real.
You feel me? How long did it take black people to get them to say the N-word?
I have my ideas on.
You want to go ahead, Pat? I see you chomping at the bit. Go ahead, champ.
I see this is the problem. The problem is that all these other communities or whatever that's getting the job done or getting their rights or whatever, they not black. I'll put it this way. The ABC people or whatever, they're getting stuff done because a lot of them are also in the culture that is oppressing us. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them is half of that, so they can get stuff done. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the Asian community, they've been building that community forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of those things where they already were disciplined or whatever, and they've held it down, so no one has really infiltrated their culture and changed things. Y'all just gonna keep fucking with me all night.
I'm sorry, you got to hear more moments.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Look,
it's just funny, bro. Because it's like
slowing
this
down,
is like
dog.
the worst night for it, though. Like usually you have like one per show, but this is like
nah, man.
Like your brain is just speeding right now, but your whole mouth
it's the Red Bull
is not catching up at all. It's like, hey guys, wait up.
Yeah, I have
points, man. Make some good points.
No, you speaking over there though, like that's some real shit. They are not black. That's
not black. I mean, it's part of them that's in the culture that controls most of the wealth and most of the media and everything else. The Asians, they have built their own culture up, so they have their own economy within it. They have their own countries or whatever. Like even outside of like just Black Americans or whatever, in Africa alone, Africa is still getting nitpicked by other ruling countries that's been going on, like England and France or whatever. I'm still to this day, like every year, hearing like a Black country that has just gotten their independence. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to look at it like this though. It's because we're Black, but to me, it's because we're Black before a different reason. Like not because we're Black and the people don't want to give Black people nothing. To me, when I look at all these movements, they are all, even if they got their petty squabbles in-house, when it comes to policy, when it comes to major social initiatives, they will talk shit about each other while standing together and marching and standing on that shit until some change.
That is true.
Black people will stand with each other for as long as it feels good, and then as soon as it gets rough, we start pointing the fingers at each other, and then we never build up. We'll start the momentum, then we'll fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll hashtag Black Lives Matter when somebody die, and then not follow up on the case, not protest outside of the courtrooms, not fight in that, not go to that city to fight for political changes and actual policy changes. Because like these other people, the reason they're getting the powers that they're getting and the rights they're getting is because they're fighting for policies to be enacted. Like the Asian movement said, fuck that. Stop Asian hate. You're going to change some laws for us real quick. You're going to make it so that we can be more protected. And that's what you're seeing around the country now. We won't do that. As soon as it's time to fight for policy, which is the hard part, we fall apart and we fall off the bandwagon and we stop dancing in the streets and go back home. So
wait for Joe Biden.
It's really they are more willing to put their petty shit to the side for a minute and just stand together on an issue until it gets fixed. And then they go back to calling each other whatever they call each other and arguing however they argue. But for that moment, for that collective goal, they're like, yeah, I don't like you because of this and you don't like me because of this. But if we get this, both of us get straight. So let's fight for this. And that's how they look at it. Whereas we look at it like, okay, as long as I'm getting some out of it, cool. But I don't really want to do all of the work because it's going to get hard. And then I'm going to have, and he over there, I don't like him because he light skinned. So, you know, they won't go ride with us anyway. And he dark skinned, so he think he this. And he gay, so he think it is like we can't stick together enough to just say
he got
fuck all
money,
that.
so he ain't
They're
in the hood.
fucking us all over. Let's all just get together, get the fucking over part stopped, and then we can go and figure out our petty differences. But that's the biggest thing I see. Like we don't, when Face was talking about the fragmented part, like that's the key to why those movements work and ours don't. They stay defragmented long enough to actually accomplish the goal.
That's
whereas
true.
we lose momentum when it get hard and just break apart again.
I just want to make this quick point because our culture, we have a recycle mentality. We try to take things that are thrown at us and make them better and use them. Like my main example is that word nigga. We say we took the ER and put an A on it. It means something different now.
That's real.
What other culture do you know that they call themselves by the degrading term that another culture will call them? I don't know one. I don't know.
Real bad for all them Aight nigga jokes.
Mm-hmm.
That's real though, but that's some real ass talk though. Like it's so ingrained in us.
It's so ingrained. That mentality is so ingrained in us. No other culture does that. No other culture does that. It's like, I may be just on some smoking shit or some smoker shit, but that's some real shit. I don't know no other culture that calls themselves by the derogatory tone. I don't know no Asian that calls, hey Chink, what's up my Chink?
Yeah.
Nah.
You ain't gonna help Bino. What's up, Bino? What's up, wetback? Come on, you my wetback. You're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna. You're not gonna hear two Africans. Oh, you African booty scratcher. You my friend. You're not gonna hear that.
You know who the only ones close to us is? The women's
who?
Because they'll call each other bitch in a minute.
Each other bitches in a heartbeat. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you been that coming. You
and technically we're the two groups that are the furthest back too, so it all plays right into what you're saying.
But you gotta look, who is in the heart of the women's movement? The Black women. So the recycle mentality still runs deep. So it's still
that's true, man. Mentality. Look at soul food and chitlins.
We have to break the chain. We got to break the chains of our mental status, man. We have to break the chain because we're still enslaved. Mentally, we're still enslaved because the ideals that enslaved in our ancestors and they whipped into our ancestors have been fed to us and subconsciously. You know, we still do that shit. So as we beating up white people for calling us nigga because we think it's cool to call each other nigga, they like, well, I mean, you can say it. It's just a word, right? Like, because they can't understand. Like, what do you mean? Like, you guys call yourself that. But if we didn't call ourselves that, they wouldn't say that shit at all. Because
I see what I'm picking up what you
they don't have a degrading term.
We reinforce.
You feel me? You're not gonna go in no Asian community and call no, hey, what's up, my chink? They gonna fuck you up. They gonna fuck you up
with swords.
They gonna fuck you up. They gonna fuck you up. But
and guns.
These other cultures can come into our culture and be like, what's up, my nigga? Yeah, that's my nigga. Man.
That's real.
I'm one of the mad people that say, man, give her the N-word, man. That movement's whack. But at the end of the day, I gotta look at some high level shit as a attained to be a better man and a father and a husband. You feel me? Like the examples we set forth is our kids gonna follow too.
Yeah.
So at some point, systemic change got to start within our culture. We want systemic change to help us in the outer system, but we got to change ourselves first, man. We got to see that bigger picture. We got to see, all right, what we do to ourselves mentally, we attribute to that shit that they do to us too. Because if we don't do it to ourselves, we will never allow someone else to do it to us. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so easy for them to do it. They can beat our ass. They can beat us down because we do it to ourselves. I mean, oh well, why can't we do it? They're doing it.
Yeah, no lies detected here.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to add that in because I am a one-on-one. So as far as building this community shit, I mean, like we need to come together, man, and like on a total, man. Like whoever's hearing my voice, y'all watching this, let somebody else know, man. Like unity is the key, man. Like whatever bullshit personal you got, get that bullshit personal shit out the way, but don't let it stop the agenda of getting some bigger picture shit done. You feel me? Like everybody got personal issues. Somebody put that personal shit to the side, put that humbug shit to the side, and let's get this bigger picture shit done, and let's get some real systemic change started within ourselves so we can get those who need to do the bigger changes, we can make them make it because they can see, all right, damn, they about their business now. Like, they really want some change. Because they willing to change themselves. How can you expect somebody to change? How can somebody else change something that you need change if you can't change from within? It's no change. No change. They giving you a few dollars now. You making a few other dollars. They thinking, oh, it's even now. It's equal. No, that shit still ain't equal.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Once again, Shaq got money. Oprah got money. But Oprah, the people that are giving Oprah that money, got more money than Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
It's a difference in wealth. It's a difference in wealth and rich and generational wealth. It's a lot of people outside of our culture who has generational wealth. They're on their fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth generation. And we're just now getting to our first, and we're just getting to our first and second generations in our culture. We got to get there, man.
Preach.
But it starts from within. Come on, y'all. Teamwork make a dream work, goddamn.
Amen.
And it takes a village.
But it's enough of that type of fuckery. Enough of that type of fuckery. Now we can go on to my favorite section. Come on, Pat, give it to him.
The good in the fuckery.
There we go.
Man, all right. So we've been out for a minute, so it's been a lot of fuckery accumulating into the fuckery meter.
Oh shit! The fuckeration levels are at an all-time high.
Oh man, do you feel the fuckery in the air? Feel like Uncle Ruckus in that one? It's a lot of. I don't want to say it because things just did that. But there's a lot of this going on.
Just make you feel dirty saying it now, don't it?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be feeling bad too because I'm gonna slip up. All right, so let's start off with the good, and then we're gonna gradually. Anyway, all right. First good. Issa Rae signs eight figures. Oh my God, 8 figures. TV deal.
Shout out to the Queen
with Warner Media. She said that she's been doing good work with them, and she made her felt comfortable in there, and she continued to go along with it. So she.
If you haven't seen it, watch the photograph.
Yeah, good stuff. So we'll start off with some good Black excellence, pretty much. All right, now for the funny shit. Boosie Badass, after he beat cancer, he said to Mark Zuckerberg, "Hey, tell Zuck I got 200K so he can get his original IG back."
Why would he want that one back? Followers again or something?
He must got a lot of extra connection, a lot of probably people we want to talk to through there or whatever. To tell you the truth, it's a lot of that going around. A lot of
most of that 200K. Zuck ain't thinking about that little 200K.
Not at all. He said that he might as well said I got $2 for you, pretty much. But I've been noticing there's a lot of that going around. A lot of people IGs are just like disabling and disappearing. It happened to a couple of people I know too. So
as you say, they getting rid of all that pornography.
Oh man, that can't bust it wide open for real, brother. No more.
No, ain't no more Nubsy riding again on this one, buddy.
Not that one, no. All right, so more fuckery. Young Jock has been getting joked by social media for having a fake beard.
Take that lace front off.
Young Jock
take that lace front off.
Has a history of fuckery constantly going on. It seems like every year he has
from
at least
the perm
one
to
thing.
The dress to the Uber to the fake.
Man, women had that blue permed out hairstyle looking like somebody auntie.
Oh, Jock boy.
Looking like Anita Baker if she had a midlife crisis.
He got that middle-aged white lady that messed with black girls' haircut that one time.
The Tammy.
Yeah. Oh, the Tammy.
He got the Tammy.
More rapper news. Let's see. Kevin Gates, aka Why Did He Have a Perm? Totaled his Lambo, but he's safe. Rapper NLE Chopper got arrested. NBA YoungBoy facing charges. Please, you young rappers, calm that shit down.
You gonna be a rapper? Get your, like T.I. said it once. Who was it? No, it was Jeezy. Or somebody was talking to T.I. and he was like, whatever you doing, you're gonna have to start doing that. Can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out and be a rapper. Like, you gotta leave that shit alone and go ahead and just be a rapper, or you're gonna have to stay out on the real nigga shit, but the real brother shit. I'm sorry. But but at the end of the day, man, like, you can't be out here trying to keep it real all the time. Sometimes you gotta keep the money.
That's what's real. At the end of the day, you go. All the
NBA YoungBoy got like 15 babies, don't it?
Yeah. And I heard he got the herpes. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going that way. Well, yeah.
I think one of them admit that he had something or some shit. And
well, he need to stay free as much as possible so he can pay all them child support bills and pay for his herp medicine.
That too. Allegedly, because I don't know. Allegedly, I think I heard that from.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So another alleged thing. It seems Justin LeBoy had an altercation with either the Migos or Migos affiliates. If you're not familiar, Justin LeBoy is the one that had the show that had Saweetie up there with her ex.
You didn't ask us, but you can catch it on there.
It's right up there. Yeah, it's right up there. And
she was talking about eating ass and all that weird shit and having male threesomes and weird shit.
So because of that, because he was pretty much the host of that, you're guilty by association, and it seems that he's gotten in an altercation with them. But he seems to be all right. Joe Budden said he hit him up and was like, "Hey, you good?" And he was like, "You good?" But that still doesn't tell anybody anything about if he's really good or not or whatnot. That's what you're gonna say anyway. So,
well, I hope that they get that together, and I hope that they are all right. And Quavo need to focus on more important things, so they don't got time to be fighting nobody right now. This ain't the time.
Yeah, man. There's an album coming out there. I heard they're doing a Culture 3 again, man. That's why I kind of feel like all of this might be a he said, she said rollout. So everybody will get to the Culture 3. We're like, all right, let's see what Quavo
People
say.
actually want to see what Culture 3 gonna be like, because Culture 1 was fire, Culture 2 was So people want to see what Culture 3 gonna be hitting on. I think they can do without the nonsense and still get.
Yeah, of course they can do that without.
So leave the fuckery alone, Migos.
They changed the shit's called the culture. They did change the culture, so pretty much. All right, the good. Nas Illmatic has entered the Library of Congress.
Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations, Nas.
That is the good. The fuckery.
Respect,
Nas. The other Nas, Lil Nas X. All right. I've been in social media for a while, so I know a troll when I see a troll, and I choose not to get trapped in troll traps. Lil Nas X made a video, provocative ass video. I didn't really look at it. I seen this.
I heard was he lap dancing Satan? Is that true?
Yeah, he was buzz wild.
Oh, he really was doing that. I thought
he was doing that, man.
Like a social media joke.
He was doing it.
I don't know. They say he on the video lap dancing Satan or something.
All right. He put out a statement where, all right, this is for all the Christians just made me feel like that I was gonna I'm worth nothing and I'm going to hell anyway. And since I'm going to hell anyway, I'm gonna go to hell my own way. Take control of the moment, like that type of thing. So I'm gonna troll and piss off Christians. Because it's easy to piss Christians off. He's in the video. I'm not sure because I just looked at the video because I don't really want to see the video my goddamn self. But from the little
he was busting it open for a real devil.
With the safe clips that I saw, right? Artistically, it is done awesome. And I could understand how
him lap dancing Satan was done awesome. Like, what?
The background shit.
That's crazy. That is
background
crazy.
Shit. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about
pause,
the background
stop, shit. Reject. Down, pause.
Cheers, let me talk. You got everybody in the world thinking I'm there, out there. I'm talking about the background shit. I'm talking about like the settings, like when they're in heaven and they got and they like in the cathedral and stuff. Graphically, the background shit look all right. I feel like if they put that much effort in
so you're saying they did a good job of making him look heavenly,
and in the parts that, yeah, okay, all right. If you look at the background shit, because I don't want to look directly at him in the video. I'm looking at all the background shit.
Let me leave Pell alone tonight, man. I'm sorry.
Please
man.
do,
so I can get this done.
So I can get this done.
You good, bro. Let me leave you the fuck alone.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm trying to have a non-biased opinion with my bias, because I have a bias.
I'm biased.
I'm biased as hell. So I'm trying to go at
selling them fake ass Nikes for Tinker Hatfield and them get to suing his ass.
Oh, they did. He did. He got them Baphomet ones or whatever out or whatever with they say
got fake blood in the air.
Fake blood in it or whatever. Like I said,
that is not what Cardi B meant when she said these is bloody shoes.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what she meant.
But that's what he meant.
That is not what she meant.
I know a troll when I see a troll, and I know all of this is a artistically done troll to piss people off.
Yeah, let me fuck with everybody at once.
I know that he's been trolling the whole time. He's been a whole fucking troll the whole damn time. Him announcing that he's that way has been a troll or whatever the whole time.
Oh, I thought he was really gay. I didn't think he was.
No, he really gay, man. Oh, okay. He was busting it wide open for Satan on the video, man. You gay. But he played like he's like he'll put Twitter tweets.
He came out there like nothing. Where is up?
Yeah, like he come from heaven, he goes down a whole pole into hell or whatever, and it's retarded. I only looked at the clips because I was like, all right, I don't have to look at the whole video or whatever. I'll look at the shit that I know that he'll censor off.
Tweets about it. I ain't even trying to look at the video. As soon as I saw the first tweet that said that,
because I didn't want to see the video.
The video
so I was like, all right, I'm gonna look at.
I'm not in that demographic. Got it.
I'm gonna look at.
I'm not in the audience he was shooting for. Great. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at this review. They're gonna tell me everything about it, and then I can tell y'all or whatever, and y'all decide to do with it whatever the fuck y'all want to do with it. But yeah, that's the fuckery, man. He trolling y'all, and because of his troll, he's getting sued by Nike. It's funny because he got instead of all right. So if y'all don't like those, here's the Chick-fil-A. He got the Chick-fil-A ones on his Twitter with a Bible verse in the front of it. That was his troll back. People
stop, man. I ain't gonna never get no more chicken sandwiches. Chick-fil-A.
Recognize, Chick-fil-A already said their statement about how they feel about the ABC people. So yeah, and black people.
Oh yeah,
and everybody else. So
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna keep eating them chicken sandwiches, man.
No, I just got the limited.
Hey man, that shit ain't like the Papa John's thing. Papa John's got some funky pizza, man. So I won't fuck with him anyway, but.
Somebody give you a gift
I'm gonna get them chicken biscuits and shit Monday through Saturday.
Hey, look. On some real shit, half, 75%, probably 90% of businesses in America that we buy to survive every day has a racist motherfucker behind it.
Yeah, because we don't own all this shit.
So
I already know that.
So yeah, all right. As long as you racist bastards, goddamn, don't say nigga in front of my face and get my Chick-fil-A right, what? All right. So keep along, go with it. And I'm gonna just let Lil Nas X keep trolling y'all and just keep going on by his business. Cause I don't got shit to do with that.
You better leave Tinker Hatfield alone because they don't.
I don't even like. I ain't like Old Town Road. It's not my thing. I thought it was a corny song.
My son loved that fucking song, and I love the remix. Head down, hop down, living like a rock star.
I like what it did.
In my brand. That damn Billy Ray Cyrus came. That one was hard as shit.
I like what he did. That track, man.
Billy Ray was getting it in, boy.
I listen to Griselda. You ain't playing Griselda on shuffle, and then next thing you know, Old Town Road come on. It's that fuck up the whole vibe.
Hey man, you gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road and gonna ride till I can't no more.
My kids love that shit.
My kid, yo, I'm telling you, man. But yeah.
I would tell y'all the name of the video, but I don't even know the name of the fucking video. So let's just go down to the next fuckery or whatever. It's something. I don't care. I ain't shit. I'm not trying to watch the video, man. Hey, let him do what he wants to do. Hey,
can we move on then? All right.
So yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got to stumble back through that. We got you. We got you.
All right. From one Old Town Road to another. Police went down to this Old Town Road. And they found one of the Capitol riot suspects, Sean Garrett, and they arrested him wearing a shirt that says, "I was there."
Sweet irony. I love it. Good job, buddy. If they weren't sure that you were who they were looking for, they know now.
Make the job easy for them. Yep.
I love a dumb person. They just break good news.
I love dumb karma.
Good job,
dumb
buddy.
karma.
Good job.
So, buddy. Next one. I don't know how this asshole name is. It's Derek Chauvin. I don't know how to pronounce it, nor do I care. But 10 months after George Floyd's death, they have started on the proceedings against him. It looks like one of the first responders have spoken about it just yet. So they started the proceedings on that. So that's one good thing.
The paramedic spoke today. I saw this on Max V's page. The paramedics said that when they got there to see if he was dead and to check a pulse, the dude still ain't take his knee off his neck.
That shit.
They said
fuck is wrong with you?
They said it was nothing they could have did for him because he was already gone. So it ain't looking good for dude, but you know how this judicial system.
They gonna do something like, I'm gonna just take his job but not persecute.
Mm-hmm.
We find that you are not fitting for this job. No, motherfucker, he's a killer. Yes, he's not fitting for his job because he's a killer.
Pretty
Put
much.
him in jail with the rest of the killers and the people that y'all claim killers or whatever, and take them out.
No lies detected here.
All right, the next.
Let me interject right there when you say put them in the jail with the killers. I just want to ask another question. You know how black folks is always like, free this person and free this person, let this person go. But they be to kill somebody and do some other shit, and you screaming free this motherfucker. You want to free the nigga who killed somebody? Free Lil Ray. I mean, I know he shot 2 niggas in the head, but them niggas stole $20, man.
What's the benefit to the community, sir? Well, he my cousin. The only benefit is that he's a cousin to you.
Free motherfuckers in there on trumped up charges or weed charges. Free motherfuckers that are actually innocent that got jerked over and railroaded because they ain't have a good enough lawyer to defend them right.
And the public, that whack ass public
free
defender.
Motherfuckers that were framed by corrupt police. But don't free no nigga that just killed somebody. No, keep all them locked up.
Don't free the murderers.
That's where they supposed to be. They made a choice.
Don't free the murderers. Don't free the murderers. Free those who've been wrongfully convicted.
Mm-hmm.
Scream that shit. Don't scream free a motherfucker just because they your friend and they in jail.
Indeed.
Some of these motherfuckers deserve to be in jail.
Yep.
Shit. That's some real
100% agree there.
Mm-hmm.
That's some real shit. Some of these motherfuckers deserve to be in jail.
Yep.
Some of A lot of motherfucking people don't. A lot of people go on there with some trumped up charges, some planet stuff, some crazy ass stuff happen.
But it's a reason for jails and asylums. It's a reason for
Because some of these
people need
crazy,
to be in certain places.
Some people just don't need to be out around other people.
Nope. Yeah. They need all of the alone time they get.
They need a whole bunch of alone time.
Yep.
And that's the best thing for them. I mean, hey.
The best thing for all of us.
Shit, I like alone time.
Please, people, please don't run around screaming free people just because they're your family members.
Willy-nilly.
Remember what your family member got caught for.
Big facts.
That motherfucker killed 15 motherfuckers. Sure, he always gave you something for Christmas. Sure, he bought you anything you wanted. But that nigga killed 15 people. That nigga's a murderer. He belongs in jail. Don't free that motherfucker.
That's real.
Free these niggas in jail or DUIs. You feel me? Put them on a treatment center. Put them niggas somewhere they can learn something and get out of there and get the disease out of them. Because they're alcoholics. That's an acid disease.
Alcoholics.
You feel me? These motherfucking murderers, if it's a non-violent offense, get them up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I support that. Free that. Free that.
Know who else they need to free? They need to free the Georgia rep, state rep, Park Cannon or whatever, because she was in there, and she's a representative, a Democratic representative. And while Kemp, Georgia's governor, was signing off this bill that basically suppresses voter rights, pretty much any type of way. You can't mail it in. You can't just all the other alternative ways that got Biden in office or whatever. He's signing a bill against that. And she was actually supposed to be in a proceeding, and the state troopers arrested her. And they're all like, why are they not? And then you look in the picture with Kemp, and you see a whole bunch of people looking like Kemp.
Kemp,
you don't see it. Yeah.
Kemp.
Mm-hmm.
And Free Willie, by the way.
Somebody asked me the other day.
Free Willie, free my Uncle Willie. Oh man, that's an old comic view moment for y'all old school folks. DC Curry is amazing.
Yeah, that nigga ain't right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Went off on that.
And speaking, there's Willie, and then all right, I want to start off like this. All right, so Saturday, right? This is the end of the fuckery. So Saturday, right? I'm out in Virginia Beach or whatever. I'm about to go pick my friend up from her job, late night job. Gets off like around 11 o'clock or whatever. I'm driving on the way there. Wasn't really at the oceanfront, but I'm seeing police just flying through all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I found out that it was a bunch of shootings this weekend on the oceanfront, in the beach. Eight people got killed, if I'm not mistaken, and one of them. Well, I believe today they actually 3 of the suspects that started the shooting, they actually was in court today, or is it a day or yesterday? And and if they the ones that did it, keep them in jail, pretty much, because that started a whole like catalyst of other things that happened, like another one of the victims that was shot in the whole matter was this girl from Virginia Beach that was in the Bad Girls Club, Deshalee Harris. She was killed. And Pharrell Williams' cousin named Donovan, he was actually shot by, they say, a police officer, and at the time his cam was off for some reason. So, Pharrell is demanding that, you know what I'm saying, that he gets some type of justice over his cousin. And and I'd like to say rest in peace to all the people that was killed, and condolences to their family and everything there too. Whatever, like this just happened this weekend, and it's like it's crazy when you see something happen on real time, and then later on it was like, oh shit, I was just, there in that same vicinity. Yeah.
Check out and watching the news and I seen that shit on the news my damn self. So he said he was just saying that's some crazy shit. Small ass open world, yo.
And I'm gonna say right now, man, like they're Virginia Beach just have police. Now, the first shooting, I'm not even gonna blame on Virginia Beach police because that was some altercation that somebody went through on their own. But just off of what I'm seeing, like he was armed, but he wasn't going for his gun, and just because he was armed, he just shot that person. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be trained. Like you should be trained to have some kind of wherewithal to know when to pull and when not to. You know what I'm saying? Like to have some kind of training. And I'm sorry, Virginia Beach, just off of my own experience and just what I've seen from news, is just has just bullshit training when it comes to dealing with people of color or in situations. Like last year it was a video out where in Lynn Haven Mall in the food court, police come in and arrest this random black guy with dreads and everything, and it was the wrong person. No, it wasn't me, but it could have been me.
I'm like, shit, black guy dreads, hey, that's you.
Yeah,
hey, that could have been me.
It could have been me. Like shoot, it probably was me at one time. You know how I used to be in Virginia Beach and stuff.
I remember.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. But yeah. Yeah, it was a whole video out just showing it, and then they had to apologize at the end and everything. So like Virginia Beach, y'all training for police is fuckery, and it's been fuckery for a while. So y'all need to do something to reform that, like get that illicit bias out the way or whatever. Like would not, if y'all want to look at statistics and everything, we're not the domestic terrorists. We're not. A lot of things go on because people have petty squabbles against each other and everything. And in this case, I know like this is all have to do with the weather getting warmer, and these kids are out there with their testosterone acting up. Because the people, the shooters, they were like in their early 20s and everything, man. Like it's just too much. It's just too much fuckery causing more fuckery that's getting people killed. Pretty much. So
trigger happy kids.
Yeah, and when they get close to home like that, man, it's like, I don't know. I felt like I had to say something on it because I respect that. I was right there, and in those situations, I feel like that, man, that could be me. Just being on the humbug.
Depending on the year, could have been any one of us.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well,
that's real.
I've been in that court a couple of times.
Get your shit together, Virginia Beach.
Sure.
And clean that water.
Please.
Yeah.
Open some new shops.
That too. Yeah. Keep hammerheads. Good times.
Hammerheads changed. They didn't turn into something else, man.
I'm glad that you're in this shit.
Hey, they the same building, different name. That's all.
Oh, okay. Got you. Well, same fuckery, different week. And this week we don't have an official Black Business of the Week. So support, I will throw back to one. Support Marley's Moss. He has great products, and Pat has a nice package of the gummies and some other products. So, hey, get your elderberry, get your sea moss, get your inflammation out of you, get your immune system boosted. Like, get your health right. So, holla at Marley's Moss.
Yep, I got it in today, and he gave me a free gift. He gave me a free gift. He gave me the elderberry and the Capri Sun package, son.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
It don't got a little hole, but I'll create one. But yeah, they got the elderberry for a free gift.
But I'll create one.
I'm creative, you know. And I got another free gift, a jar of sea moss sauce, pretty much. That I can blend in my smoothies and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Just came in today. I got like 2 packs of these. Kind of went into one of them or whatever. But yeah, keep you healthy and whatnot.
Shout out to
Marley's Moss,
man. Get your health
at
right.
Marley's.moss on Instagram and www.marleycmoss.com.
Indeed. And as always, you can always support the Podnas. We are a Black business. And support by going to babiacoffee.com/the Podnas or patreon.com /the Podnas or cash apping us at $Podnatiers1. Or you could always support as well by going to, tell them where they can go, Faith.
Teespring.com /stores/Podnas-closet-1. That's Podnas. I know you know how to spell closet. -1. The number 1.
Indeed. For all our latest apparel. And if you happen to cop some from the store, make sure you send us a picture. Tag us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter with a picture of you rocking the gear so that we can, show off that we got Pod Squad members out there down with the cause.
But you're right on the IG.
Indeed.
Promo code. Hashtag Pod Squad 83, 15% off.
Hey, we like a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and get that 15% off, son.
So go ahead, throw that promo code in, get you some Podnas gear. We got pretty much anything you can want. You can drink from a Podnas mug. You can protect your health outside with this social distancing and quarantining with a Podnas mask. You can get you a fit on. Get right for the springtime. Get you the hoodies. Get you the gear. Like
jogger set for the gym.
If you want your phone to have the Podnas, you can get your Podnas phone case. Whatever you want, we got it.
Shopping bags.
All of the Podnas, make sure you throw in that promo code. Give that promo code one more time, Faith.
Teespring.com /stores/Podnas-closet-1. That's Podnas-CLOSET-1.
Already. So y'all hear what it is. Where can they find us if they want to holler at us, Pat?
At THEPODNAS. That's the Twitter and that's the Instagram. Tiz Face Pat are the Podnas on Facebook, or you can just do what I do. I hashtag the Podnas, THEPODNAS, sends me right to there. It's going to show you the same post. Just click on our name. We're right there. All our stuff is right there. Comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff.
Please comment, please like, please share. Those are the 3 biggest ways you can support us. As we continue to try to grow the Pod Squad and continue to have the conversations and learn from more perspectives, as well as share our own with you guys. As always, go ahead, hit them with it.
Hey, we have these lives, man. If y'all got some crazy videos y'all want to hit us with, man, go ahead and hit us up with it, and we will talk shit about it.
Please.
Because I love to talk shit.
If you got topics you want us to cover on our live show, which is a little bit less structured, more of us just getting into the fuckery. It's a lot of fuckery.
Gohan.
Yes. If you want to know more about Nubsy or Sweater Vest Baby or Buckshot, the 91-year-old cop, come to our live shows every Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to get with our podcast and you want to just listen, or you want to find an easy way to get to all of our information, just go to thepodnas.com. That's THEPODNAS.com. If you want to go straight to the podcast itself and you just want a listening version, but you don't feel like sifting through to find which app you want to use, just go to kite.link/thepodnas and it'll take you to all of the podcast platforms we're a part of. We're on everything. So whatever your favorite app is,
Spotify, Apple,
we on there.
Amazon,
all of the good shit. Stitch, all that shit. So
all of them.
Get with us. We love y'all. Thank you again for sticking with us to our 20th episode and for getting us to our first huge milestone in our podcast.
20.
200 subscribers. Keep the conversation going down in the comments. When this drops, let us know what y'all think about what we talked about tonight. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have a different opinion we didn't cover? We want to hear from you. As always, you're going to hear from us every week, and the podcast is dropping today for you guys, which is Friday. Yeah, so as always, I'm 1/3 of the partners. It's your boy Tiz, along with...
It is the Padawan here, the other third, along with...
You know, it's facing the place.
Trying to stay ahead of the race and on pace with the taste or the flavor of the... I don't know. I ain't got nothing.
Flick it.
I don't need the bars to pat. But yeah, man. Love you guys. Thank y'all. Hope to hear from y'all down in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and peace. We up out.
They told me to shake my head so we can get more subscribers. They told me to shake my head so I can get more subscribers.
The Podnas Podcast at gmail.com. The Podnas Podcast at gmail.com. Pat taking wifey resumes. And if you got topics that you want us to cover, that's the easiest way to get them to us so that we can include them in our future shows. Love you guys. Peace.